section.
Thank you. Good evening. This day I want to talk about emotion. Emotion that describe feeling of sadness, surprise, anger, and joy are emotions that approach a more universal of general similarity. However, feeling of emotion, fear, love, disgust are emotions that are more characteristic of specific, and this depends of culture. Emotions and feelings that are owned by humans have used to color their life with various kinds of emotion and feelings. It will be difficult for humans to live optimally without emotion. Without emotion, humans are not human. If without them, emotion and feelings are an inseparable part of human life, because humans actually have emotion and feelings. According of Nichiren Buddhism, emotion is awareness if we can manage it. Okay, I think enough my presentation about emotion. Thank you, Ms. Maya.
Good evening, all. Tonight, I will say that parenting is very important in building a household, because nowadays children prefer to be cared for a head-to-head approach, as well as body movement. It's not enough just to give advice, because they are easier to imitate the attitude of the parents than to listen, especially if the children has a problem. They hope the parents can help find the solution. Thus, parents have built good communication with the children. It will be a positive example for them. Wise parents will always reflect the attitude of love of the children, building a psychological relationship between them, such as during their holiday, they can go for a walk together, exercise together, and have fun together. Like this, when studying, children are often lazy to the homework assessment from school. A wise mother will always accompany her children to do the last week, explaining that every day studying is important, because one day there will be a test. The test is to repeat what is learned every day, so that the child becomes aware of the twist. That's my description. Thank you. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Okay, good evening. Reject virus from your body. Are everyone feeling healthy today? Who in this room has exercised today? I like to do sports at home almost every day, such as push-up, playing barbells, skipping. I think washing the car can be said to be a part of the sport, right? During pandemic, daily exercise is very important to boost our immune system. A good immune system in body can keep safe from the potential risk of virus. Working out with simple tools like barbell can be an alternative option to maintain our fitness at home. No matter how good our exercise is, we still need to stay safe by wearing masks, social distancing, and washing hands. Actually, exercise in the morning is very good for our body. Exercise in the morning makes our minds more positive to do the next activity. And in addition to regular exercise, we are also obligated to consume healthy and nutrition foods. With more healthy foods, and the risk of contracting coronavirus is very small. Ladies and gentlemen, we have heard of the importance of exercise to our bodies during the pandemic. Don't stress, positive thinking, and always happy is a natural medicine, so that we do not get coronavirus. Don't forget to always chanting Namyo Horenge Kyo. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Who is in this room want to have a financial freedom? Say I. The more you can cultivate the sense of wealth, the sense of abundance in you, the more you can feel the sense of joy, the more easy is going to be before you to do financially. Because you are not going to be in scared, fearful mode, now that's not enough by itself. You have going to in great sense of abundance and do the wrong mechanics and to be a disaster true or false. But if they have an area to get started with, you want to have an emotional physiological strength that's going to carry you through when the mechanics are boring and frustrating or where things aren't working out. Your emotion and psychologist will carry you. It will get you keep doing it. The pessimists are much more realistic, accurate in if you give them a test and you ask them to look at something that give you a size measurement of it. Originally, what we found was that optimists always see themselves as doing better than they really did. Basically, they ask themselves what happened. When they found out it's because the people who are accurate never push themselves because they know it's never going to work anyway. Whereas the optimist sees it's better than it is. So they keep doing it because they have the illusion they did well. I'll do even better next time. And because the optimism, they did it more often. To be an optimist will get you to a success. So I want to tell you about positive thinking technique. I'm telling you, this is a secret to sip it inside of you and the real value. Most of people are trying to pursue something in the future that already have. I want you to think of you will make your wealthier financial free by defining the game in winnable way. A certain amount of money that we made that the covers what we're going to call a financial security, which might be your housing, your cars, your food, and basic entertainment. How many would feel rich if you didn't have to work? How many think that will feel pretty good? Say I. And by the way, that number is smaller than the most you think of when you think about being financially independent, which is everything covered without working. It's nowhere near as big as you think. So focus what you have and develop it. Thank you very much. I'm Asep. Good evening.